Minecraft's new update brought more cool stuff, and in this video, I'll show you everything you need to know about the new snapshot. When we are in the desert during the day, everything seems very peaceful, calm, and quite empty. But now at night, that will change. The desert will become much more chaotic and filled with dangerous new threats, which we are about to find out. Now starting with the new skeleton that is called Parched. It basically only spawns in the desert biome at night, but only on the surface, because it doesn't spawn in caves. The Parched is basically the hot variant of the skeletons. It has these super cool bandages wrapped around it like a mummy, and it shoots arrows of weakness, which makes him much harder to kill. The Parched skeleton, compared to the normal skeleton, shoots much more slowly, as does the bogged skeleton, which shoots at a similarly slower speed to compensate for the arrow effects that make them stronger. When the player is hit with the weakness arrow, it will inflict the weakness effect for 29 seconds, meaning that attacks like slapping with a hand will cause no damage to that skeleton. And attacks with weapons will have their damage reduced, so this skeleton will seem stronger and harder to kill with weak weapons. And this, in my opinion, makes it a really fun challenge. And one last cool detail about him is that on Halloween he can spawn with a pumpkin head, just like several other mobs who are also born with pumpkins on their heads. But now moving on to another really cool new thing from the desert, which are the zombie husk camels. The camel husk only appears at night. It's a peaceful mob when alone, but it never spawns alone. Upon spawning, it's always being carried and controlled by two hostile mobs, the husk with a spear and the Parched, who stays right behind ready to shoot. Together they become a great danger because while the zombie hits you with the spear, the skeleton will shoot you with arrows of weakness. So if you are not well prepared, you will die quickly. And one thing that makes the fight even more fun is using a camel or horse to fight them, because that way you can take down the husk with a spear and make it easier. And now, when you finally defeat the mobs that ride this camel husk, you can go to it, put a saddle on it, and then ride it just like a normal camel. It basically has the same speed and the same functions, like the dash that the camel has, for example. But the difference is that this one might be cooler because of its style, and also because the sounds are different. And one cool detail is that this camel likes to eat rabbit's feet. And if you hold the item near it, it will follow you. But unfortunately, it's not possible to breed it, so no baby camel husk. And another detail I should mention is that the eggs for these new mobs are now in creative mode, and the design is really cool, especially the patched one. We also had some changes to the spear, which now consumes durability and hunger points when using the lunge enchantment. Level 1 consumes 1 hunger point, Level 2 consumes 2 hunger points, and level 3 consumes 3 hunger points. 3 hunger points, which after a few uses will decrease the bars. And another change we've had is that now horses, camels, mules, and donkeys no longer sink in water. They can swim. It's a simple but really cool detail that means they're no longer so limited when going into the water. We also have new graphics settings like anisotropic filtering, which allows us to improve how smooth the textures are, and also the rendering, which is now much smoother than before. And in addition to all that, we also have the things we already know are coming, which are the Nautilus, the zombie Nautilus, and now there's a new detail. They attack mobs that provoke them, as well as players. We also have, as many already know, the zombie horse arriving in survival mode, the many variations of the spear, and also the Nautilus armor. And we will certainly have more things coming soon. There's probably going to be an ice zombie in the future, since we already had a desert skeleton. That would be cool. But tell me in the comments what you'd like to see next.